Live from Eorzea.
Limit Break Radio with your hosts, Unhero.
Google me, bitch.
Kahlo.
I want to be fucking Flame Lord Kahlo Landis.
Juxtaposition.
That's fine. I have a small penis. I'm reading forums.
Escalia.
I bought something from Giant Wanker the other night.
LimitBreakRadio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Limit Break Radio, a radio
Reglazed.
delicious. Welcome to the show. We are live in Eorzea and live on Twitch.tv. I want to thank you all for joining us, and we're going to do the big reveal. Juxta has been working on our new studio design.
Indeed, I have.
For what some might say way longer than necessary.
This is
Yeah,
but
about 52 minutes.
this is but a water drop in the grand scheme of the times of awesome.
All right, so do you want to get people ready for the big reveal?
We need a drum roll. Someone give me a drum roll.
No, we're not doing it.
Okay, I'll give myself a drum roll.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I don't know if you can hear mine.
I can hear yours. Keep going. Just type something, Nika.
Oh, good, and she's jumping. So here's the reveal.
Yay! It's
There's
amazing.
our new studio, care of Juxtaposition.
Man, that looks amazing.
Yeah,
It's like a comedy club.
Nice
except
job.
Our backs are to everybody.
we're gonna swivel the camera around here.
Yeah, I think
So everyone can get a good look.
good look over there. Back there's like a little
There's
lounge.
a little lounge and bar
There's
area.
a bar area with tables you can sit at.
So why does only one table get candles?
Because the other table gets flowers. Duh.
Okay. So, but there's only two tables.
Well, okay, you have a kind of a small
Instead
state
of that bookcase, there should be another table.
instead of what?
The bookcase.
The bookcase.
What bookcase?
The bookcase. The
well.
round thing back there.
No one's gonna want to sit in the very far back table, so they can sit in the far back lounge.
Well, the far back table's closest to the bar.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's for lounging, so you can drink and lounge and bar. Okay?
So anyway, this is our new studio.
you see that I have a little drinking app collar.
Yes, I do see that. Look at that. There it is.
Where is that?
That's right.
It's on the table.
Oh,
Are you blind?
You were.
I was looking at the bar.
That was the first thing I bought. Oh
still-
God!
that's the first time I
I left up that hideous map. Damn it! All right, cancel everything. This is a fashion emergency.
No, the
No.
map needs to be up there.
No, it's terrible.
No.
How else will we know where in Eorzea we're talking about?
Exactly. Everyone we can direct to the map.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Now, if you look at the Limsa region,
Oh my
you
God.
will see.
This is not school. This is a radio show. We're gonna say if you look over here at the map, and no one's gonna know where we're looking because this is radio.
Know the countries of Eorzea. I gotta think of a song to teach everyone about the different sections of Eorzea.
All right, well that's your homework for next episode. Make sure you have a song ready.
I will come up with a song by
Okay,
next
you
show.
better. You better.
For all the regions, I will.
So welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in live on Twitch.tv. I want to let you know that you can find us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/LimitBreakRadio. You can also find us on Twitter. That's at LimitBreakRadio. And now you can buy brand new t-shirts, Limit Break Radio t-shirts and stickers and bags and hoodies and all kinds of other shit
Mouse
that
pads.
you don't possibly need.
You need them all.
You can find those at cafepress.com/limitbreakradio, or you can just go to limitbreakradio.com and click the loot button that's in our navigation menu. And we've got a whole bunch of new stuff there, including the much requested Yoshi t-shirt. So yeah, if please go buy those things. We don't make a whole lot of money off of those at all.
No.
And so I know that some of the prices are kind of high. That's like kind of the
That's
side effect of
that's
using.
what you get for using Cafe Press.
Yeah, it is. Cafe Press is a bit expensive. So we apologize, but like it's the
I don't think
easiest.
they're unreasonable prices.
It's the easiest for us to manage, and here's why: because we don't actually have to like keep a stock of things and like send them out ourselves. And like,
Do we even do anything?
no, we don't.
All right, see, that's
we
why
can
it's
send
easiest.
we can send thank you letters. We can send thank you notes, but that's about it. So
I bought $130 worth of shit.
wow.
Messenger
Yeah, I
bag,
spent like $100 too.
a messenger bag, a mouse pad, a shirt, and a shirt.
So, by the way, we are going to be in Las Vegas for the 2014 Fan Fest. Nika and I will be out there, and we encourage you to come find us. We're going to be recording wrap-ups from the show floor. So, you want to come find us? We can't really tell you where because we don't know where, but it's going to be a thing. So, if you're going to be out at the 2014 Fan Fest in Las Vegas, please, please, please come find us. We'd love to tell you more info about like an after party. We've been trying to put something together. We don't have anything to tell you yet, but as soon as we do, we're going to post it up at limitbreakradio.com. But we're going to be doing something. So you're definitely check out limitbreakradio.com in the future for more info about that. There is, by the way, I did create a Facebook. An official Facebook or official unofficial Facebook event for FanFest, and we've got over last I checked over 125 people that have RSVP'd. So if you are going to FanFest, if you're planning on going, just look up on Facebook, look up 2014 Final Fantasy 14 FanFest, and you should find the event that I created. So there's, or you can use the link in the chat room that Nika just put in there. So please RSVP and connect to other attendees for the 2014 Fan Fest. Let's get some cool parties going on after after the festivities. It's going to be real cool. I'm going to be there Thursday through my flight leaves Monday. So I've actually got sort of like an extra day and a half there. So I'm definitely excited, and I'm going to be looking for people to hang out with. Let us know if you're going to be out there, and we'll, maybe buy you a drink, or you can buy me a drink, or I don't know. We'll just get drunk, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Everything revolves around drinking.
Right? Doesn't it? It should.
No.
I'm just, it's a fact I'm stating.
Damn it, Juxta, you forgot to turn off my sounds. I can hear your drinking bird in my headphones.
He's thirsty.
Look
at
again.
The
you
HUD.
did know you did this.
Look
You
at
did
the
this. This
HUD.
is your
It's
fault.
So terrible.
This is your fault.
Oh my god.
Your
it's
fault.
Terrible.
Good job. Way to
Terrible.
go. Way to go.
So what do you think of the studio, Kahlo? Oh wait, he's not here.
Why is Kahlo not here again?
Because he works.
Working.
Let's just make weird noises for the whole episode.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we're going to be talking about the live letter that just went down. That was what, a week ago? That was last.
Yeah.
Last weekend. Lots of cool stuff to talk about. We didn't know exactly what we would be getting, but there was definitely some cool stuff. The new dungeon reveals. Some more info about the new classes, the new class and job, Rogue and Ninja, and a lot more. So we're going to dive into all of that here today on the first part of Limit Break Radio. So, what's up?
Well, I got my Chocobo to rank 13. Fed an onion, so it's still getting more experience.
For real?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's
Yeah.
4 mil so far. Oh, well, a little less.
Jeez.
I'm like rank 6.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow, you
Yeah.
guys are terrible.
Yeah.
Almost 7.
His new name is Choco Boss.
Choco Boss.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was Choco Bro, but now he's Choco Boss.
Okay.
I don't think he deserves that title till he's max.
He's gonna get an even better level or a better title at max.
What's that going to be?
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Why pour all that money into your Chocobo? Do you really
he's
see
awesome.
do you really see that big of a return?
Kind of, yeah.
Really?
I mean, for starters, I don't die to fucking Marlboro maps for randomly
Actually,
reasons.
my Chocobo has saved me from Marlboro maps too. Because if you don't do it on tank, you can't stun it, or if you don't do it on DPS, you can stun. Like Black Mage.
No, that's not true because all the classes have a way to interrupt it.
Black Mage doesn't.
Sleep.
Oh, is that fast enough? Maybe it is. Oh, Swift cast. I guess you can Swift cast.
Totally fast enough. And
So why would you do an Alexandrite map not on tank? Like, why just always do it on tank?
make it go
Well,
faster?
because you get lights on your Nexus.
Oh, Nexus lights now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
and-
Yeah, that does make sense, I guess.
And if I do it on Bard, I can finish in like a minute and a
Yeah,
half,
and
2
it
minutes.
takes longer.
And plus, I
I
might
used to
actually
do-
lose on tank versus that horrible Cyclops and his goddamn P-Pucks. Just because I can't kill those damn things quick enough.
Yeah, and the one that used to kill me was the 4 cockatrice. They do that paralyzed.
That only
Yeah.
ever killed me once.
Without my Chocobo, I would not have survived those.
The one you kill first is the one that's not a real word. I think it's like woodcock, the winecock, and like woadcock or something.
Oh, that actually matters. I was just AoEing them as Black Mage.
No.
No.
They each do a different thing: a
Yeah,
paralyze, a stone, and a poison.
Yeah, the blue one dies first.
Is it blue? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's blue.
Well, see, now you don't know.
I got-
How you know it is
I go
by
blue, yellow, purple.
the one that doesn't have a real word in front of it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Maps.
I finished my Novus.
So did I.
Yay!
He beat me by like
Cool.
2 days. I was so upset. I didn't realize he was so close.
Yeah, I win.
So-
I win.
So now
So-
Kahlo won the Atma race.
Yep.
I won the Animus race, and Nero won the Novus race.
Yes.
So we are all 1 for 1.
But technically, Nika has won them all because she's
Yeah. I beat y'all.
Who?
her.
Although this is a fair
who's
game,
her?
you guys might beat me to Nexus, so it's on.
Who? I don't know. I don't know this person you're talking about.
We'll talk about Nexus weapons in the second part of the show.
It's not really fair. She's casual, so she has so much more time to do this stuff.
Right.
I don't even think she has a job, to be honest.
I wish.
So we're gonna talk about the latest live letter. I don't even know which live letter it is, which
It's
number it is. I've lost track.
bunch of letters.
Is it 17? 16 or 17? We're somewhere around there.
I don't know. I probably said it in the thing, but
27,000.
no one looks.
So primarily they were talking about patch 2.4, a little bit about some stuff that came down in 2.38.
Dreams of Genie.
Yes, Dreams of Ice is the name of the patch.
That's a really
Loot
weird
another
name.
100 piece.
Wait, who was that?
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
What?
Is there somebody else here?
What's up, guys? Huh? What?
Kyle's not here.
Why are you? Wait,
I was distracted there.
Oh, it's Ascalia.
Hey,
he's here.
What's up, guys?
Who the
I've been
fuck is
here the
that?
whole time, you jerk. I'm sitting in the corner doing Dynamis for the last hour.
Why?
Wait, wrong game.
No, it's cool. It's whatever. No, I'm chilling out. What's up, guys?
Why are you here?
What?
Well, Callow's like, Ascalia, I'm not going to be able to be there again. I need someone awesome to replace me. So, he couldn't find anyone awesome,
So
but he
they
sent
found
me.
you.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah, I was gonna
He
say.
tried. But, so I'm here. So, if you're upset about that, blame Callow.
Hi.
God damn it, Kyle.
What's up?
How are you?
Tired.
Yeah.
Where in the world is Ascalia? He's in the studio, unfortunately.
I guess. Even when he's here, we don't notice.
Yeah, you don't even notice.
Yeah.
That's why everyone thinks I'm never at the show. I am. I haven't missed one yet.
That's what that buzzing noise is.
Yes. That grating sound telling you to kill all your friends, that's me, actually.
I thought that was my headset.
Well, we do need new headsets in here.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get
Thank
right
you.
on that.
It's good to be back.
So have you been playing 14?
Well, no.
Well, then why the fuck are you here?
Again, blame Callow. But I did hear that the most important thing coming up is that Shiva does snap her fingers when she diamond dusts, and that's awesome.
Is that enough to bring you back?
That's important.
Yeah, that's a nice little tell to Final Fantasy VIII, and that's how you get me back.
Final Fantasy VIII?
Don't start with me.
Every Final Fantasy is the best and worst.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Final Fantasy fans are like Doctor Who fans. No one agrees on anything.
No, Doctor Who fans are terrible, stupid, and annoying. And they need to be burned.
And they would disagree with that. It's like I say, no one agrees on anything.
But they don't have an opinion because they're Doctor Who fans.
Fair enough.
So we're going to talk about this live letter here, and before we start, okay. So
before we start, can we rip on Ascalia some more?
We've been doing that for 6 months.
The live letter was streamed on I guess some platform called Nico Nico, which is I guess kind of popular
It's like
in
the
Japan.
Japanese YouTube.
I think Nika
store.
owns it.
So it was.
I have an account on it.
I guess it was kind of hard to get some places in the world, the U.S. being one of them, and there were a couple of people on Twitch who decided to basically rebroadcast the stream on Twitch, and there was one that I was watching, and I do recall his username. It's DS31. This idiot. This asshole, the whole he kept overlaying pizza and hot dogs and burgers over top of the live stream, and it sounds kind of funny.
That sounds hilarious.
No, it was obnoxious, especially when he was covering up stuff that was like relevant and important. Which I thought it was such a fucking dickhead move.
I kind of like to think that Yoshi P was there like, now, cover it up right now.
Fucking irritating. And
Epic troll?
well, that's the thing. People think they're being clever by doing shit like that, and it's just not. It's not clever. It's not funny. It's just obnoxious. It was so irritating. And so yeah, fuck you, DS31.
Yeah.
Way to waste people's time. I mean, it was like 1:30 in the fucking morning. I had to wait until 1:30 in the morning for this shit, and then this asshole.
And instead of playing 14, you were watching this asshole.
Puts pizza on Yoship's head. What a dick.
Really obnoxious.
He should have put a sheep
Or a sombrero.
or the actual picture.
So we're gonna talk about all of the stuff in that live letter. So we'll start with some reactions to stuff that was in 2.38. And the first one is, I could not buy a house. Lend me some money, Yoshida. So he responds by saying, sorry about that. There's a lot of people who think the pricing is too high. At first we made it so the cost was roughly the same as the free company housing. To people for whom this was a big problem, we are very sorry. People have been asking that we put the FC housing and private housing in the same place. To explain, we didn't want FC housing to be completely replaced with private housing. We thought we introduced totally separate, uninstanced private housing, and we would end up with people totally abandoning FC houses and never interacting with one another. In 2.4, we will be doubling the available wards, and moving forward, we will continue to increase the number of wards. One more point, a lot of people wanted instanced housing. Since there is limited amounts of instances of instant servers, it would be impossible for people to save their personal houses if they were all instanced. If it's instanced, it ends up being something entirely unlike housing. Please wait a little longer for more options. So yeah, it doesn't sound like the price is going to be making much of a change, which again, I'm fine with. I think that it was a really good gill vacuum. It took a lot of gill out of the economy. And you know what? Guess what? It wasn't designed at your player class.
Poors don't deserve houses.
Well,
Nope.
Know your role.
Sorry, they don't.
the actual rooms are instanced, aren't they? Technically,
Who
because
cares?
you have to zone into them. So if you can save your room in an instance, why couldn't you save your house in an instance? That seems silly to me.
Because all the houses are out in the real world. What?
Well, the outside of it, but all the stuff on the inside. I don't know.
So you would just have an interior house. It would just be the interior
no,
of a house.
no. I bet they could do it. They're just being jerks. I think if they really cared and like they wanted to do it that way, they could make it happen, but they don't want to do it that way, so that's the answer they're giving.
That's what they just said. They said they don't want to make it so everyone just sits around in their virtual house. They have to go to like a physical house and interact with people. That's what they just said in there.
Make friends, talk to people, be sociable.
Although I haven't talked to any of my neighbors at my free company house, so I think they're all dicks for using my market board in Bell. Fucking assholes.
So, but I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. You know, if you can't afford a house, well, guess what? It wasn't aimed. The service wasn't aimed at you.
If
It's
you wanna,
aimed at people who have been stacking gil
That's
to
nice in
obscene
theory.
amounts.
But you realize since day one of this game, all people have wanted is a house for their very own. Every single player, that's been the hot topic since day one of this game.
if you
Then they
want,
decide-
then if you
then they
want a
decide,
house,
you know
go get a
what?
job.
We're going to aim it at the 5% of people that have 40 million gil sitting on their person.
Every
Like,
single plot
that's
was
not
sold out
fair.
in 15 minutes across every server. Every single server.
I know, one of my friends has one.
There was
That's the problem. Nika just doesn't have a house, and she wants one.
there was a
I do.
shitload of gil that was taken out of the economy in 15 minutes. Now, if there were plots that were sitting empty, I would say that you have a point. But again, the service was not aimed at you. You don't have obscene amounts of gil. I don't either. The service isn't aimed at me. It's not aimed at my style of play.
AORZ
Except
has a homeless population.
Housing is technically, when you think of a house in an MMO, it's technically aimed towards the casual players.
No,
But
it has never
Yes,
been.
what casual player is going to have that much money? No, casual players are people like Juxta who care about glamour and rooms. Okay? Ha, ha, ha. Okay.
Actually, I
so-
just now learned out how to play stuff in a room.
Yeah, he didn't
You
know.
know,
He
when
didn't
I
know.
think of a
know it was-
casual player, it's people who like the lore, people who like to talk to all the NPCs, people who like to role play, who like to put themselves, this is my house, this is my character, I'm going to level at my own pace because I like to be my person and this is me. Those are the people that like houses. There's no casual players that's going to have 45 million gil on their person. It's just not going to happen.
But that's not the function. That's not the function. The function is to serve as a way to remove gil from the economy.
Well, then I think it's a stupid idea. And they should
Well, guess what?
Where
You don't have gil.
how else would you remove gil from the economy? In that, like,
do we need gil removed from the economy? I
Yes.
didn't think the
Yeah,
prices
have you
were
seen
all
the
that
film?
obnoxious.
absolutely, yeah, you absolutely do. And if you don't, then you get currency inflation.
Right, but I mean, at the current point in time, I didn't think that any of the prices were too unreasonable.
The materia market, every single time there would be a patch, all the materia would get bought in one fell swoop right before the patch, and then reposted like 50K, 100K, 200K more as soon as that patch lifts. So yeah, there are some markets that are out of control.
Well, you could look at a middle ground of it too, where you make housing either cheap or inexpensive, but the decorations for it can only be bought via NPC.
See, I don't, but like I think that the personal rooms, like the one that we're sitting in now, that's a good way to make sure that everyone gets to mess with the furniture system and the housing system. It's a good way to get to allow everyone to get a taste, and that's still 300K that vacuums out of each player to do that.
Yeah, but
Which
if you ever
three-
want to switch free company, you lose all of that money.
No, you don't.
You lose the 300K.
No, you don't. If you switch free companies, when you go to your next one, you'll have your room still.
No, you don't.
Is that right?
I'm almost positive.
I don't.
No,
think
they
that's
said that
right.
you don't have any of it and that you have to rebuild it from scratch. You have to make sure to take all of your furniture out. And that, or no, you can get your furniture from a housing like a Calamity Soldier type of person. But you have to completely rebuild your room. It doesn't save it all.
Okay, well, don't switch free companies then. Why do you want to leave your free company, Nico?
And this for life,
this
yo.
current one I don't, but if I was still in my last free company and I made a house, I would have been pissed because it had like 300 members and nobody ever stopped talking. There was a million, like it was just really, there's a lot of people and it was frustrating. So if I had made a house there and then I moved to my free company where my coil static is where I am now, I would have been really pissed. So I don't know. I think it could be a better system. I don't know.
I just don't think not every player needs a house, and I don't see the problem with this at all.
You're okay with homeless players. I see how your heart is. You are cold-hearted.
You have an inn you can live in.
There's 2 million players. How many wards do you want them to add?
You are just cruel. I'm talking immersion-wise, man. Every player should have a house.
My immersion!
Think of real life. You wouldn't just see a person in the street and be like, dude, homeless person, houses were not aimed for you.
Then the wards are total bullshit. Show me on that map that you have sitting right next to you where the wards are. How you could possibly fit 2 million houses in somewhere in that map.
Well, they fit it in the world.
No, if you want to talk immersion, then we should be able to place houses on the maps. I want to put my house in West Than, outside of Horizon, right next to the oil fucking platforms, because that should be a thing.
There goes the neighborhood.
Okay, I like.
Where do you draw the line?
What Kaya just said in the chat is that every player doesn't need a house, but every player should be able to have the access to get one if they so desire.
Start farming.
No, what they said was entitled to have one, and no one is entitled to anything in this game. No one is entitled to anything. There's got to be a barrier for entry. Can you imagine if houses were...
Yeah, the barrier for entry is a McDonald's job, okay? So let's see how I clear all this endgame coil. Technically, I would be able to have in this world that's equivalent of, I don't know, a McDonald's job at least. I should be able to afford a house, but I can't. So something is wrong with the system.
Hey.
Because you spend all your time fighting big monsters and saving the world, but you're not making any money. Saving the world is a free profit organization.
Okay, well, they should let us take our crafting classes and join a company and actually.
Okay, do that.
But they don't have that as a system where you make a salary or something.
It's called the market board.
No, I should be able to take my leatherworking skills or whatever for that big leatherworking company you hear about in the quests, and then work for them, and then get a salary every week or every other week, just like a real job, and then I could afford a house.
Why don't you just take your idea and just make some leatherworking things and put it on the market board, and that's your salary? Because people undercut like bitches. Mm-hmm.
I put up my stuffed Moogle a week ago, and it's been undercut every single day, and it's still.
Wait a minute! Hold on! You can just go. There's Grand Company turn-ins for crafting classes. Don't you get gil from that?
Not enough to buy a house.
Okay, well, you know what?
No, you get enough to buy a house if you put in the right amount of time.
It's going to take a long time and a lot of effort, but you know what? A house in real life takes a lot of time and a lot of effort.
I want you to go find...
There you go.
Here's what we do. Maybe you work on a system. You go on, you find someone who has a lot of money, you take out a 30-year fixed mortgage. You make your monthly payment. Maybe you get evicted if someone down the line you screw up. You can get renter's insurance until then. It's okay.
Hold on, I'm having flashbacks to fucking Treasures of Odd Urgen where you have to buy your in-room over there.
Oh my god, I logged into my other character and I had to get something off it and my locker had expired. And I'm like, oh yeah, this crap.
Oh, what? You didn't pay it till 2017?
The character I'm on right now is through 2040.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought about that system.
No, I think it's a good way to take a sizable chunk of gil out of the economy. There's obviously limited space, and so because the space is so limited, that's going to drive the demand higher, and therefore you can drive the asking price higher. It makes sense. I'm not saying that I love it. I would love to be able to buy a house. That would be great. I have $200K. Let me buy a house, Yoshi P. Come on.
I just feel like it was really misleading.
Come on,
They
come on, just make it $50K. Let's just.
They initially announced housing, and they're like, "What would the price be?" And they said, "More than $850K." I was like, "Great, it's
Which
gonna
is
be
true.
Like $1 million.
Which is true. They totally
It
made
is
good
true,
on
but
that.
why
It
wouldn't
is
they
true.
say
More than
30
800.
mil?
That is.
You know what I mean? Like, if they had said more than $850K, I was like, okay, it's going to be around $1 million. Good, I can afford that. No,
It's going to cost
Ripped
more
my
than
heart,
10 gil,
my
just so
soul,
you
and my
know.
dreams right out of my chest.
Someone's doing their best Ultimessia impression in chat.
All right. So sands and oils are more common now that they drop in ST and Second Coil Bahamut. And the answer, of course, in 2.4 there will be a new Elegant Tombstone.
Yes.
And higher level
Currently
loot.
unnamed.
So
Elegant Tombstone
So
of
that's
biology.
probably going to go to where myth, I assume, will become the new philosophy, and they will become
I
shortly.
guess.
Make sure you
so
cap it
anything
out.
you need with myth, get now.
So we wanted to, so we wanted people to have more of a chance to get the new content by making I-110 more achievable. So, I mean, that's pretty obvious. And God, those loot changes in ST and Second Coil, they're just sick. They're just.
I still can't get a sand to drop for me in ST. People always outlot me on them.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, like, I don't know. I've gone for the UAT and then I just go for a sand. I don't know. It's still, hunts are still easier for me. Plus the myth output makes them a little bit more worth doing. Although now that I'm past Novus, I don't really know what to do with my myth.
More maps.
Well, since I have every job at 50 now, I actually took all my myth, and every single class is above I-90. Something that I worked for a long time.
Yeah, well,
So now I can
Don't really
semi-play every job in every dungeon.
You
if I
leveled
want.
every job to 50 and don't have enough money for a house? What's wrong with you?
No, you don't make money by just doing shit in this game. It's difficult. Like Ventures,
actually, you kind of do. Everything puts out gil.
well, if you're doing okay,
Challenge
but
log?
200 gil. The challenge log gives 1,000 gil for each.
Yeah, but it still outputs gil. I mean, it's not
Gil in your pocket.
not
Well,
like
that's true.
it's not
That's
like
why it's
11
really-
where literally nothing puts out gil.
You know, I've been gone for a while, guys. When did the show become Nika says something and a Nero yells at her?
That's kind of how it's always been.
Oh, okay.
Except right now it's just Nika, but usually it's just someone says something and a Nero yells at them.
Well, and Nero has to play devil's advocate, I think.
No, Nero's just the devil.
I'll take that. I'll accept that. So, okay, it's currently hard to see how many Nexus souls you have. Will you add a meter? Answer, no. No, they're not.
But you might be able to find them third party. Throwing that out there.
Unless it errors on you when you download it.
Not
I
that
don't
we
know
promote
why. It
any
works for
third-party applications.
Okay, so we probably should talk about that.
We should.
Because this is another instance where the lack of support from the devs in the game is forcing people to go third party. And, kind of like we were talking about, with hunts, and like something like ffxivhunt.com. This is a little bit different because it is an actual application that you run to figure out what is currently outputting the best light.
No, that's not what it's used for.
No, well, I actually haven't checked it out yet.
That would be cheating, and I would not download something like that. All it is a tracker that counts how many points you've accumulated on your weapon and says you have accumulated this many points. That's all it is. It's very basic.
Oh, well,
So
okay.
I know that I have 190 points on my sword, and I need 10 more to get my first little message, and that's that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all it is.
Does it-
It doesn't cheat. It doesn't tell you what the best lights are. I would never be a proponent of that. I've never downloaded anything that involves
Well,
action.
there's the Reddit live thread that has people sharing what the best lights are. And
They encourage that, though. They said that they encourage sharing the best things between players and player cooperation to figure out what the best. They said that in the initial patch.
right. So why would it be a problem if someone developed an app that served the same function? I mean, it could be a website, it could be an app, it could take many different forms.
But that wouldn't involve players actually figuring it out because it would be done for you, which in that sense is cheating.
No, but it should involve player reporting. If players are reporting,
Okay, if players are reporting, that's different.
yeah. So, again, I just
Hold on. So if it tells you what the best light is currently, that would be considered cheating to you?
Because that wouldn't involve me or one of my friends figuring it out. Like, what we do is we run the primals, and then as soon as we figure out which one has the highest, we let our link shell know.
Did you use Windower in Final Fantasy 11?
Just so that I could be on Facebook at the same time.
Right. Yeah, she unloaded the TP.
Yeah, the TP party
and distance. Yep.
No,
you unloaded all those plugins,
I
right?
didn't use this
A lot of
thing.
them didn't come with it. I used just the Windower.
No, I did use TP.
Oh, well, never mind. Sorry, I'm better than
So
her.
that's not cheating? Or were you cheating?
No, that would be
There
cheating.
were built-in plugins.
There
I mean,
were definitely-
You could download a version of it without it, though. That's what
could
I
you?
had. Yeah.
Oh.
There's two on the
You
website.
could.
It
There
had
was
two
a very
versions.
basic.
Weirdo.
There was a very basic one that.
Oh, I'm weird because I didn't cheat. Okay.
No, it's weird that you consider that cheating.
No, I that's where I was going with that. Is I don't think I would consider what it telling you to be the best lights technically cheating.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I don't know, if it scanned the game files or something like that, maybe that would be
Yeah,
be
that's
a
what I
little
was
gray
talking- that's
area.
what I meant. Like, if it told you and nobody had to report it.
I guess it might be technically, but I don't think that's even.
I agree. If
really
at some point it
matter.
starts looking at the game files, that's a little shady. But
Yeah.
not that we condone anything.
That's what I meant. If there's some kind of app where you can just type in, like, on this, right now, Garuda has the highest light into the app and then it tells everybody, I don't think that would be cheating.
Except,
that would-
well, you just like go on that the Reddit website, and people have been saying what the best light is. So, I guess you wait 5-10 minutes, and someone will tell you.
Yeah.
New dies. Juxta, are you excited?
Oh my god, I am so hard for this.
How rare will they be, and how can we get them?
We're gonna have 6 shades of purple now.
They'll be available in 2.4 and have rare.
Have you seen the new dies?
I haven't. Oh my god!
I'll show them.
You want to see the look of joy on Juxta's face right
The
now?
metallic ones are freaking boss.
Find
And
the fattest
but-
kid you can find and give him a candy bar, and that was the look on Juxta's face that we just had.
And by the way, they'll have rare ingredients brought back from retainers.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
get your
That's
retainers
good.
up. Actually, in preparation of this, I went out and I spent about 500 Allied Seals buying mythology accessories for all 4 of my retainers.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess that's one way
I
to
mean-
spend meth.
Yeah, it'll
No,
give you a
not
message.
myth. Allied Seals.
Oh, Allied Seal.
It'll give you a message when your retainer has enough eye level to get cool things.
You know,
Well,
I've got a weird perspective on this because, like, the most I really see of it is like what we talk about in the chat, you know. And you, who never ever talks about doing anything endgame wise, I'm now convinced you play more than any of us do.
Well, you know, you gotta.
But all he does
there's
is love
endgame
stuff.
glamour. That's what I do. Endgame.
You
I've
are
been-
the guy who just like did like the Easter event for 36 hours straight. You have become that guy.
Except I was selling those fucking eggs for like 5-10K a pop.
You could make bank doing that.
No, I've been doing front lines for fucking Nexus lights and for an eventual glamour. It's so far
Yeah,
away.
Frontlines actually gives a lot of, like, a highlight.
Like
It's
just
like
based on
12. I
just
think.
based on the chat, I was convinced you were not playing at all. Now I see how wrong I was.
Yeah. Well, it's. Have you seen the dyes? They're metallic, shiny silver, and shiny metallic gold.
Well, I am a strong proponent of shiny things.
It looks absolutely ridiculous on cloth, so I must have it.
It's so cool, and
can
I
get Quicksilver
I
cloth.
still need to know if I can get a metallic gold chocobo.
I had a really,
Because-
I thought I had a pretty good idea of how they could do those super rare colors for chocobos. So if they added another fruit, let's call it like a chaos fruit, right? And you get your chocobo as close to the color that you would want ideally. So if you are going for jet black, right, you get your chocobo all the way to soot black. And the only way to get to jet black is to feed it a chaos fruit, right? So let's say it's got a 1 in 15 chance of going from soot black to jet black, or it'll send you to a random color somewhere on the color scheme. So it's like
But more than a 5% chance, right? Because I know 5% is SU's magic number right now.
who cares? Whatever. SE, you can make it whatever you want. But I think that would be a cool way to do it. So you've got to sit there, you've got to weigh, like, all right, I've already done all this work to get it to soot black. Now, do I really want to roll the dice and see if I can get it to jet black? I think that would be a cool way to do it. And
why would you ever do that for jet black, though? It's like not even a shade darker black. It's dumb.
And weren't you just the other night like getting ready to curb stomp someone over your chocobo color?
no, I've been good about that for a couple of weeks. I was ready to curb stomp my chocobo.
Oh, okay.
Poor Dunkel.
Stupid Dunkel. Asshole kept going to purple.
Maybe he's trying to tell you something. Maybe he wants to be purple.
Until I showed you an online website app to take you there, which is definitely not considered cheating according to Nico.
I believe that website is ffxivchocobo.com.
I like how all these websites are FFXIV and then the thing.
Yeah, right. I've noticed that trend too, yeah.
Well, that's the problem. The series has been around so many times. Like, if you just did chocobo.com, that could be for FF1.
That's true. But they can't make a central website for like FFXIV stuff where it has the dyes, the hunts, the chocobo, everything.
Dude, if they do that and call it ffxivstuff.com, that would just be the best.
Somebody asked a question about like Easter eggs with emotes with the Nutkin, like Beckon. And I guess Yoshida doesn't even know all of those little Easter eggs. So keep finding them, I guess.
Yeah, and he doesn't think that all the players have discovered them. So emote everything to your minions. I'm really sad that the little minions of people don't actually respond to anything. They don't even move. Like Minfilia just stands there.
Well, she does
you
that.
can't do anything.
She does that weird little thing where she's like thinking, hand on her head thing, which is
Like,
really dumb.
But if you're not moving, like they don't walk around. If you do any emotes to them, they don't respond at all. Like it's annoying.
Also, I want everyone to know that Carletta is calling Escalia out, saying there are no chocobos in Final Fantasy 1.
That's true. That's true.
There.
Wasn't until 2. I know, because I'm playing 2 right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thancred does
Yeah.
flicks, which is cooler than Minfilia.
So now to move on to this 2.4. 3 new dungeons are going to be added, which is pretty standard for every patch. And the 3 new dungeons are Sastasha Hard, Sunken Temple of Karn Hard. What? Really? I can't wait.
Yeah, Temple of Karn was the stupidest dungeon.
It was so long. It
so
sucked.
long.
The
and
fucking bees! Oh my god, the bees!
They're horrible, especially as a tank. If you don't kill them fast enough, I'm face planting into the dirt.
Yeah, but it was one of the better.
The battle mechanics were cool in theory, but just took so long. And if someone didn't get it, you spend all day wiping on the same fucking spot, and you run out of time. And the final boss, it was just really stupid.
I have never lost on Karn. I've never struggled on Karn. But anyway, I actually think it's like visually one of the best dungeons that they've ever done. So I'm really excited to see, to go back there and see what they do.
I'm assuming that since Stone Vigil initially was really long too, and then Stone Vigil Hard isn't very long, so I would.
That's what they do. They take a long, annoying dungeon like Brayflox, and then they make it super really easy. So
I remember Brayflox.
The initial Brayflox was kind of cool though. I used to spam it for that like level 30 gear.
I hated the original Brayflox.
Why? It was easy.
Because nobody knew how to do that goddamn fucking dragon. I won't wipe.
Just don't stand in the vomit.
I know. I know that. Nobody else does, apparently.
You're a tank. You can drag the dragon out of it. That's on you.
You think I queued for that as a tank? Why would I queue for that as a tank? My tank was 50 when 2.0 launched.
Oh yeah. Paladin.
Okay, so I did run my
Pretty much the whole
Paladin
run of
through it.
level 1 to 50 can be described in "Don't stand in the shit."
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And
That's the game.
By the way, the third dungeon is Snowcloak. And by the way, Snowcloak is a place on the Korthus map that you can kind of go to at the moment. You can probably sort of approximate where the dungeon entrance is going to be. But what's interesting to note is that when Korthus was a much larger map in 1.0, if you look at the Korthus that we have now and the overall Korthus map from 1.0, there's about 5 different spots that the map connects to where it would get larger.
Korthus was huge.
It was huge. And at the 5 points on the map that we have now, Snowcloak is one of them where it would lead to like the northwest portion of the Korthus map. So it makes me wonder whether or not, Snowcloak is, is that going to be the only thing that's there? What I think would be really cool is to have a dungeon that you have to run to be able to access another part of a zone.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And that sort of, relates back to Final Fantasy XI, with, the COP missions that you would have to clear before you would have access to someplace like C. I think that if they started doing a little bit of that would be really cool. So I'm really anxious to check out Snowcloak. The screenshots and the preview video make it look really cool. It's looks very cold. But I'm
told
that's it.
Bikinis. Let's do it.
I can't wait. I think it's going to be great. And then of course we've got Sastasha hard mode, as well as Sunken Temple of Karn. And I'm looking forward to Karn.
No.
Yes.
Bees everywhere.
As little as I remember I have like horrible flashbacks of Karn. Blech.
It's just going to be bees that instantly start using Final Sting.
So that takes care of the new dungeons and stuff.
By the way, Juxta, thank you for putting a stool in the corner of our studio for me to sit in.
Yeah, it's your stool.
My ethereal spirit is there.
It better be.
Well, except since Callow never shows up, you can probably borrow his chair for a while.
I'm currently sitting in Callow's seat, and it is super comfortable. I just hope he knows, the seat is just crazy comfortable.
Actually, looks like that seat's been taken by Carletta.
That's true.
In the studio, so... Yeah, apparently Carletta is now more important than you are, so how's that make you feel?
Well, knowing some of the people who have filled in for me in the past, I'm getting used to it.
The level design team and background team really, I guess, wanted to return to Sastasha, so I'm expecting big things from these new dungeons. Let's talk about Shiva. It's the battle arena is called Ak. What is this? Ak AHK Ak Afa Amphitheater. So they showed off a little preview video of the arena and attacking Shiva, getting one-shotted. That was kind of cool. Yes, Shiva will be a part of the main scenario. She's quite a bit different from the primals up to now, so I think you'll really enjoy the story leading up to her. Questions about Shiva EX loot eye level. There will be new weapons. It won't max the item level, but for items, it will be useful in moving forward. I guess new weapons. That seems to be the trend.
It sounds like they'll probably be their max levels. I have 110 right now, so I'm assuming it's going to be 120 next patch. So Shiva's weapons will probably be 110, maybe. I don't know.
It still doesn't seem like that much of a... I don't know. I feel like there's not much of an incentive to do Ramu right now, and that they...
Well, there is now. Sort of.
What is that?
Well, that
just the rings?
They maxed the rings to I-10, and some of them are best in slot now. Like, the striking ring is really good, and I'm really pissed that I don't have it. But it is a really hard fight.
Wait, hold on. What do the rings look like? For glamour?
They're pretty cool looking, I think.
Oh, I should get those. Actually, you guys will
just have a big lightning bolt on them.
You guys will be proud of me. For my Nexus, I did a good hour of turn 4.
Juxta, I have never once been proud of you, and I'm not starting now.
I don't know why everyone's so upset or said it was so hard or whatever, because it's just kind of like the trash room. You just go through it, kill.
I've been trying to explain this to you about Coil the entire time.
No, it's really easy.
Most of it is not that hard.
I don't feel like it's why people were bitching about it, because I just went through it. I didn't know anything, didn't read the fight or anything. I just shot the soldiers.
You realize you did T5 when we had 30% echo and people who could carry.
And I just killed
he's talking
AoE
about
the bugs and stuff.
Talking about T4. And
The
I mean,
Juggernauts, like
I won T4 in my
I
first
feel like
time.
people were said like they'd be popping like with each other and they'd be like 2-up or something, but no, we just killed them instantly.
Yeah.
Really disappointing.
Pretty easy, right?
I don't know why people.
Okay,
were
go do
complaining about it.
T7. Let me see what you think of that one.
Well, I mean T7, T4. I mean, there's like what 2 things between those. It's not going to be that much harder, so it's not really a point.
I think at this point with gear stats being where they are, T4 has got to be a mop up. You know what I mean? Like I can't even fathom doing T4 with some of the DPS that's out there right now.
I can tell Juxt has a busy schedule.
easy.
He'll probably be able to get around to T7 like, a couple eye levels from now. We'll just see how hard it is.
So there was a question of whether or not there was going to be a weekly quest for Leviathan, Ramu, and Shiva, and currently, no, they're not planning anything. So it's not going to be. I thought that was kind of cool to make a pretty competitive endgame weapon come out of having to clear all 3 of those. But whatever.
I mean, they did it with Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. So.
Right, exactly. I kind of. It's kind of weird that they wouldn't do it with the second ones, or like I don't know, put an upgrade item where we can upgrade the old ones and they'll become
that would be
115s.
neat.
I think the reason why they're not doing it with the new 3 is because the first 3 there was like kind of a gulf between relic Zenith weapons and anything else. So I think that was kind of used as a stopgap.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weird that they wouldn't have it for the next set of 3. You know?
I think they said that they alluded to holding on to those primal weapons though, because you'll probably be able to upgrade them or something somehow in the future. Is what I gathered from their little hint, wink, wink thing.
Well, can't you buy glowy versions of the?
No, those are the actual primal weapons, like what drops from Ifrit, like Ifrit's cane. You can buy glowy ones, but not from the weekly 3 quests.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I have the Garuda shiny bow.
So I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to desynth those I-95 weapons or something. Who knows?
Either probably add glowiness to them, or they'll upgrade like other stuff. That's my thought process.
Yeah. Fusion X is saying in the chat that was re-desynth for the new materia shit. So who knows? I don't know.
No, he's thinking of something else. We're talking about the weekly turn-in run, right?
I just don't know. I don't know that the devs ever had
the glowy ones are from desynthing them.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. But I don't know that the dev team ever said to keep your those weekly weapons, that they would be usable in some form again.
Yeah, I think they meant for the regular.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't think I am.
I think you are. So for the new class/job Rogue and Ninja, people want to know all about the class and job actions. No, they're not doing that. They just showed off a video of what the animations look like. So that
Show us some more shit, you assholes.
Well, it said something about how, like, even though they use poisonous type things, it's not a dot. So please look forward to it.
Which I don't know. How is what? What does that mean?
Debuff?
I don't know.
A poison that reduces your intelligence or something?
But it's supposed to be a DPS too. So I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe like a
poison that reduces your defense,
or a poison that reduces your VIT. That would be pretty cool. I mean, that would take a mob's overall HP down somewhat.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't understand how a poison cannot be a dot, but whatever.
It's got to be a debuff. Like those are the 2 options, pretty much.
I just explained it.
Or 10 stacks of poison and the mob dies.
There you go. That's really deadly poison.
But it would wear off by that point, probably.
So mudras are used to perform ninjutsu. Apparently, it's all very different system from what other classes use so far. There are things like backstabs, but it's not a traditional combo system. It depends more on the mudras.
Attack, trick attack.
So yeah, they even addressed the tempo. They said that the tempo for Nin is quite different. But nothing any more than that. It was all still very, very vague. And I'm expecting that out at FanFest that we'll probably be able to get to play with Ninja, just like they did at one of the other FanFests where you got to check out Ninja or where you got to check out Dancer and Scholar. I'm pretty sure that we're they're going to have PCs set up to check out Ninja. So it'll be interesting. I'm interested to play with the job anyway, but yeah. And there was a question, which I thought this was a great question, about the cross-class skills and cross-class classes, and they are not saying anything. So thanks.
We better get all this info at FanFest.
Thanks for nothing.
I agree. We should get a huge amount of info on the jobs at FanFest. Naturally, the ninja sneak ability can't be cross-class, or everyone would just spend the whole fight on the classes and go invisible. So they're not going to allow for that. There was a question about throwing abilities, and it doesn't seem like there's not going to be any traditional throw abilities.
I want to throw Excalibur.
Well,
damn
it sounded like there would be, but it was going to be like kind of like how Bard, you can just keep shooting. It's not going to be like you run out of ammo and have to buy something else. It's not the flow of this game.
So the third coil is going to be the last. We knew that. We've known that for a long time. Is there going to be a savage mode for third coil? They haven't decided yet. So 2.5 is when they think it'll probably come out. That seems really weird to only have a savage mode for the middle tier of an event.
They had said something in a previous live letter about savage coils for 1 through 5. They just don't know when they're going to release it. But they did allude to it at some point.
Still weird. Why wouldn't you do like 1 through 5 first?
Well, because a savage was the original design for second coil. And then they ended up scaling it back to be a little bit easier, and that's what current second coil is.
Gotcha.
But I mean, like, it really does. It sort of screams we didn't plan this at all, and they're not really planning for it for the future. But I mean, okay, I guess 2.5. Look forward to it. So can we find out about coil without doing it after it's done? And why would you? I don't understand that question at all. Why would you want? Okay, so you want to experience the story without having to do the fights?
Sounds good.
I mean, in the future, it'll be really easy. That's like going back and starting a new character, getting max level, and then running the freaking whatever quest to get Sky. Like,
right.
You do it because you have to do it. You get the story, but the quests are easy, and that's what it's going to be in the future.
Yep.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no. I totally agree with you, Nika. I don't see anything wrong with that either. As patches move forward, people will abandon old content, so it'll be harder to complete. It'll be harder to complete coil after it's done. So we'll have to think about that moving forward. And what they're saying is that people are going to be moving away from the content. It's not going to be as populated, and they need to figure out how to incentivize it moving forward. Which I think that's probably a good idea. Things like desynthing armor that drops out of there, that may help. But just, things to get people running it again. The Nexus lights, people are doing T4 pretty regularly now. So anything that helps queue times to be shorter than 3.5 hours would be great. Question about marriage in 2.4, and they're calling it the Eternal Ban System. And
don't call it marriage.
Don't call it marriage. It's not what it is, guys. Don't call it that.
I don't know why they can't just call it marriage. Like, I know it's because they are doing the same-sex couple stuff, but you can still call that marriage. I don't know.
Will you be able to teleport to your husband-wife? And they say, there's a special chocobo. But we haven't, I guess I hadn't thought of that. Apparently the Ixtal smithing gloves are not powerful enough. The Ixtal dailies were not meant for people who are extreme crafting lifers. Since it wasn't intended for that purpose, we didn't make the gloves designed for that.
They're actually pretty good, though. Like, they're three craftsmanship higher than fully melded, like, level 55 gloves.
So then
you just lose 3 CP. So I use them on even my fully melded classes right now, but I guess it's not as much of an increase as like the I-78 spectacles that you get from the quest or whatever.
Whatever.
But
no one cares about crafting.
Ooh, I have every crafting class at 50 now. That's my recent achievement. I got Alchemist to 50 the other day. What?
Will they add a roulette for Labyrinth of the Ancients? We may actually change LOA to make it possible to complete with fewer players. And we may have lower level dungeons become possible to complete solo.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's kind of cool. I dig that.
Reducing stuff. I would love that.
That would be really cool. So yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I want to solo Labyrinth of the Ancients with my rank 20 Chocobo.
So different teams have different numbers in front lines. Unfair. Unfair! It's hard to guarantee the exact same number of players, not planning to change it because that would mean longer queue times. So deal with it, pansies. Increase the mirror drops in Levy EX, which you might as well. Nobody's doing it, so that's what they said. I guess we might as well. Savage Mode Primals, it'd be hard to name it something other than Extreme. Super Extreme Ultra Titan.
Yeah. Well, Ultimate can be higher than Extreme.
Why? But why? You need harder primals?
Because it's
Always
fun.
fight Ifrit forever.
It's like Titan, where a landslide hits everywhere in the arena but 1 little centimeter of space.
Everyone has to stack.
Let's do it.
Everyone already stacks in Titan.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like in the farthest away corner, and the tank can't even get to it, and you're just
No. Now in Titan, there's going to be little platforms on the outside part of the ring, and you have to jump to them. That's your safe zone.
No, the fight starts, and he just starts doing his ground pound, and just does it for the whole fight.
Never stops.
Yep.
Wolves Den matching issues. More people are doing PvP, but they're all doing it in front lines. It's hard to match for Wolves Den. We're going to try to improve Wolves Den to increase interest. People will hopefully see the changes and feel like it's a new PvP version they'll be interested in. We want to make changes to the rules a bit, as well as add rankings, tournaments, and stuff in the future. We will be adding PvP rankings in 2.4. I think that will help. We will be improving it little by little, so please look forward to it.
You can't get lights in Wolves Den, can you?
I don't know.
I would assume you could. Sadly, my Wolves Den expert is currently not in the room with me, or I would ask him. But you can get it in Frontline, so why wouldn't you be able to get it in Wolves Den?
Because I feel like if you could get it in Wolves Den, then people would just spam the 4-person instant queue thing, and I would know about it by now.
Well, but you still have to fight against other people. It's not like you could just go in and instantly get a light over and over. You still have to fight.
Oh, Nika, you're so innocent.
What?
You get 8 people, separate them in teams of 4, have roughly the same level, choose German as your language.
I feel like we've
Instant
explained
queue.
this before.
We have, but she still doesn't get it. She still doesn't get it. You can't choose. You can't fight against your friends in Wolves Den. If you could find a way to do that, then she would do it.
Okay, let's not go into this fight again. Not even going to bring that up.
Juxta makes a living out of gaming the system.
It's not a living. It's
hobby.
Yeah, if it was a living, I would have a house by now.
You're getting that 30-year mortgage.
Oh man, this is great.
So the next round of announcements is coming at FanFest, and that will be the patch 2.4 preview. That's scheduled to go down Sunday, October 19th, 2014, at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. So make sure that you join all of us. We'll all be out there. Or, well, Nika and I will be out there. We'll all be able to see it.
Which is
you have a
everyone
weird
apparently.
definition of all. 2/5 of us will be out there.
That's okay. We count for the rest of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Count for something, all right.
What?
Whatever. You know what? Me, Juxta, and Callow will have a sweet party back here.
You do that.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, me and Ascalia and Kahlo.
To join you and discuss as it's going on.
Yeah, I tried to fit myself in there, but that ain't gonna happen.
Me and Kahlo are actually already doing something. I'm sorry. I mean, you're kind of welcome to join in on Skype or work.
Awesome. I'll go do Dynamis, whatever.
There you go. That's like work.
So in the patch 2.4 preview, we're going to discover what's become of the Harbinger of the 7th Umbral era in the final coil of Bahamut, accompany the illustrious Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, as he investigates another case, and learn of new Allagan tombstones that have recently been unearthed in Eorzea. There's going to be a Q&A. Apparently there's going to be a keynote speaker out at FanFest. And of course the dev panel, and they've announced Soken's special music extravaganza, and I really hope that Soken has the good sense to bring Susan out to FanFest so that we can get a wonderful live version of Answers. But whatever it's going to be cool. I'm sure it is. There's also going to be the battle challenge, a costume contest, and art contest. Nika, are you entering the costume contest?
I will if I can figure out what the hell I'm making for it. I don't know at this point.
Clock's ticking.
I know. I've got a new job. I've been so busy. Ugh, it's terrible.
Don't even start with me.
They announced the Delivery Moogle plushie, and there's going to be plenty of new FFXI
I'm going to
goods.
buy that, though. I'm telling you that right now.
There's going to be plenty of FFXIV goods.
They're going to sell out. You won't have any.
Oh, no, I will get one.
No, you won't be able to get one.
They will be available at FanFest and then afterwards on the store. So there's been announcements about Japanese FanFest tickets and like a live Fate event that's going on. If you want to check out more info on that, we'll have a link to all of this info that you can find at our website, limitbreakradio.com. They've announced a new art book, which seems pretty cool. Yeah. And a brand new CD, which also seems really awesome.
What's it come with?
I have no idea. I don't know.
What? Don't care.
It's called
Don't
Astral
care.
to Umbral. I think, no, it's going to come with a minion, isn't it? I thought they said
It
that.
has to come with a thing, because otherwise
thought
I'll
they
just
said it
download it
would.
online.
Well, it's called Astral to Umbral, and I'm pretty sure they said it would come with something.
So it's the Black Mage one?
Apparently, no, maybe. It's not called Astral Fire to Umbral Ice.
Well, do you know of any Astral Umbral things besides Black Mages?
Yeah, the
Astral and
I don't
Umbral
want to hear it.
eras.
I don't want to hear it.
eras.
I'm so mad at you, Nero. I knew that answer. I had that one. I was ready
Fusion
for
says
it.
only the track list has been announced, no minion, but I thought I saw something.
You are mistaken.
Apparently.
I'd really like to know how the tracks are arranged. Like, you know.
In numerical order.
Shut up. You know what I'm talking about. Want to know what the composition is. What instruments are people playing? How is it recorded? All of those things are important.
It's recorded with...
Microphones.
I was going to say machines, but I guess microphones is more specific.
Well, there's going to be half of it's piano collection and half of it is band arrangement.
Yeah, the band arrangement seems like it'll be
So
cool.
is piano the astral or umbral?
Well, on the website, piano is on the black background and band is on the white background. So you can
So
take
piano
it
is the astral.
No, wait.
What?
Astral would be light, right?
You said I could take it however I wanted.
Okay, you can. Feel
Okay.
free. Okay.
What color is the font? The piano font. What color is it? White? Is it white?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what color is normally associated with astral?
But it's the black
White.
background. Go away.
It's not what the background is, it's what the text is. That is the true meaning of Christmas.
I don't know about that.
I stand corrected. It's not a Nero yells at Nika. It's everyone's mean to Nika.
She's our
Nika,
punching
I'm
bag.
sorry. I left and you just filled in admirably.
No, I think this has always been a thing, though. It's usually Callow yelling at me in the old LBR, and now it's just everyone else.
And now I'm
caught up.
taking up Callow's reins.
Oh, great. Another Callow disciple.
So anyway, I think that's going to do it for part one here. That's pretty much everything that was in the live letter. Yeah, I mean, some cool stuff coming in 2.4. Really looking forward to 2.4. Everyone's been looking forward to 2.4 ever since the Ninja announcement. It's been the patch.
I'm still scared.
Oh my
for
God.
Duty Finder.
Guys,
It's gonna, it is gonna break Duty Finder. It's gonna completely break
guys.
What?
Wait, okay, hold on. I don't want to jinx us, but is this the end of the episode?
Yes.
We went an entire episode without talking about hunts.
Oh God. No, wait. No. Someone in the chat mentioned doing hunts and a bigger Querthus, but I don't. No, I thought we.
Oh, okay. So if the chat counts as the show now.
I read it, and I thought we had talked about it, but we didn't.
No.
No, you're definitely wrong.
No.
Yeah, definitely wrong in that part.
Way to go.
Wow, that's impressive.
Although now we've technically talked about it, so I'm not sure if it counts.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go.
You did say it was the end of the episode, so
Yeah, you did say it was the end, so I'm counting it. Count it.
All right, that's going to do it for part 1 here at Limit Break Radio. Part 2 will be coming to you in 1 week. That's next Monday at limitbreakradio.com. If you're listening live on twitch.tv, we'll be back in 20 minutes.
When we feel like it.
When we aren't sweaty balls of mass.
Yes. Sweaty balls.
You said
I'm
balls.
comfortable.
See if there's standards that this room never gets any cooler.
No.
Well, don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
It
Don't
could
worry.
be the dead of winter.
We're going to be in the autumn and fall months, and Nero's going to be leaving this place, so we won't ever
That
get
is
to
true.
see if it's ever cold. Thanks.
No, you guys were
We recorded here last winter.
No.
Yeah, you totally
I
did.
don't think
Totally
so.
did.
No,
And
I
it
was
was
still
sti-
playing.
It was
Definitely
still
drawing-
hot as balls.
definitely drawing a blank.
It's because you
No,
drank
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
because you drank through
You're
it.
keep
That's
talking.
true. You were
I don't know
cranked
what you're
every
talking
episode.
All
So,
right.
guys, we missed Garlock today, preparing for the show.
I made it.
Yeah, well, you don't count. That's how much you don't count.
I didn't get full credit.
Good. How much credit did he get?
30.
Well, I'll see you guys in part 2.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for part 1 here of Limit Break Radio. Make sure you check us out on the web, www.limitbreakradio.com. We've got new gear at our Loot Vault, so you can check that out by clicking Loot on our webpage, limitbreakradio.com. Facebook.com/limitbreakradio. Make sure that you're liking us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's at Limit Break Radio. Follow us on twitch.tv so that you can check out these live episodes. That's twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. All right, that's going to do it for part 1 here of Limit Break Radio. Make sure that you check us out in part 2. I'm Nero Grigori for Escalia Ryumasa, as well as Juxtaposition and Nika Kayanian. I'm Nero. Keep listening.